This is the second week of peak training weeks for me, and I'm aiming for another big week of volume. As the days pass by, I can feel the increasing demands that I'm putting on my body. Easy runs aren't feeling so easy, and that elusive goal marathon pace is also feeling harder to hold. I'm running further and faster than I ever have before, all as well as trying to hold a consecutive 50-day running streak. Have I peaked too soon? Will I pay the price for being too greedy? Welcome to week 12 of Project 342. So hello and welcome to week 12 of marathon training. We're training for Manchester. Hopefully we can get that 3:42 finish. And to start the week, Daisy and I are just running some nice even easy splits, nice easy 5k, and then we'll increase the intensity and distance as we go along. It's a windy one today, but we're getting it done. So here I am deep in the depths of marathon training. We're in second week of peak, and halfway through week, I've lost count. Is it 12 as a guess? Everything's hurting if I'm being honest, and I'm doing something on this run that I haven't done before, which is adding in walks as planned walks on this long run, because it's the midweek long run today. I'm still after that volume. I don't know if I'll get 100k this week, but we're going to try and get close to it. And I'm on a 24-ish, 25k run today, and Ks 10 and 20 are going to be walks, recovery walks. Everything else is going to be easy at 6-kilometer pace. I think that's just buzz to say, yep, you need to crack on. Everything else is going to be easy at 6-minute pace, which is my easy pace. And we're doing 2 blocks of steadies, which are at 5:30 pace, and there's going to be 3 of those. So yeah, we're on the easier side of the training today, and yeah, I've just got to be cautious not to push it too hard, and walking feels quite good if I'm being honest. And I think it's often underrated how important walking is. So let's get today's run finished. Yeah, and that's the midweek long run done. The race course is starting to flood, which means I'm gonna have to go through this. Let's just do it. Squelch, squelch, squelch. So here we are, second walk break after the steeple chase. Yesterday I did a 12k run, and it didn't go to plan really. Stupidly I thought it would go well, but I forgot to take into consideration a few things. Now the run I tried to do was what I call the 6-minute heart rate loop test, which is, if you haven't seen, earlier on in the block, and every sort of 2 or 3 weeks I've been running the same route at the same speed to see how my heart rate compares, to see if it's getting lower and lower and lower, to see if the fitness is getting better. And it has been. It's been dropping by 2 BPM each time. Last time I did it, I've been running them easy, by the way, and last time I did it was 136, which I was over the moon with. And considering there's a couple of sort of gnarly hills in there, and yesterday I did it and it was back up to 140 as an average. Now I know that's not cause for alarm or concern, because it's only 4 beats higher, but I thought it was going to be sort of early 130s, so slightly disappointed. But when I got talking to a few people on Strava, they kind of sort of reminded me that it was fatigue and my body is working harder because my legs are so tired, because I'm in this peak section of the training block. The volume is very high, so yeah, my legs are just constantly tired, if you couldn't tell. So that's probably why it didn't go so well yesterday. Anyway, I'm just going to get this walk break finished, and then we're going to crack on and get this this run finished today. It's going to end up being about 26-ish, I think. And yeah, miserable day. Not particularly feeling very motivated at the moment. As I keep saying, my legs are just toast. But when motivation fails you, that's when discipline kicks in. So that's exactly what's happened. I knew I needed to get out today. I knew I wanted the volume, and here we are. So doing it the best way I can, which is nice and easy. Chilled miles, chilled kilometers, not putting too much pressure on while still trying to hit a target. So Thursday almost done. Looking forward to moving on to Friday. A bit of a change today. Daisy and I, we've come over to Stratford upon Avon to do their park run. Not sure what it's like, but that's part of the fun of doing these park runs. No particular plan today. I might try and do this at marathon pace. In fact, a little target I might try and hit is to try and get this completed in 5 minutes 10 per kilometre, which will give me a 25:50 park run. So let's see if we can do it in 25:50. That's the game today. So let's have a go and let's see what it's like. You ready, Daisy? She's always ready. So we're just setting off back home, and that was a really good park run today. Quite enjoyed that. A few things to know though: if you're going to do Stratford, get to the front because it gets congested quickly, especially in bad weather, because everyone tries to run on a 2-foot wide path, and if it's muddy like it was today, you're gonna fall, you're gonna slip. And it was quite a slip in it, and that includes a, I don't know, 20-30 metre, maybe longer, 50-metre section of grass at the end for the finish. Running with Daisy today, that was like running with a hungover friend. At the start, from no warning at all, she was just sick, and then she stopped for a wee and a poo, and I was like, Daisy, come on mate, you're never going to get a PB at this kind of rate, are you? She's not bothered about the PBs though. I wonder what that feels like. Anyway, she did really well though, and we ended up running 5:24 pace. We got a few marathon pace Ks in there, and of course I'm only joking. We stopped when we needed to stop, and made sure that Daisy was okay, which she was fine. Yeah, she just needed to just not run so fast at the beginning. But you live and learn. I'm learning that when you run with a dog, you've got to be patient because they're unpredictable. And yes, anyway, let's head off, and then that's Saturday done, and then all we're going to do tomorrow, Sunday long run, and that's the end of week 12. Sunday long run, last workout of week 12 and the second week of peak. Let's crack on with it and let's get week 12 finished. So we're back, Sunday long run over, and that is week 12 finished. Just a couple of stats for you. We are finishing this week on 95.5k, so 6.5k less than last week. It's a shorter Sunday long run today for a few reasons. Now, a few of you may have noticed I'm wearing something that I never wear. The old Malvolio style calf sleeves. Now, do they actually work? I'm not so sure. Maybe it's placebo or psychological. Maybe they do work and a lot of you will swear by them. For me, I don't know. I've put them on today. I haven't worn them for 12 months, but I've put them on today because my tendon in my right just behind my right shin bone has been a bit grumbly. It's been shouting at me over the last 24 hours. It's been a bit tender. It's felt like a little mini wasp sting in there. That's the best I can sort of describe it. So I thought I'd get the calf sleeves on. I've slapped a load of CBD on there as well. And that's why the workout today was fairly tame. I only did 4 kilometers at marathon pace, and the rest was easy and steady with a zone 2 effort to start and finish the workout. What was that, 24k we did today? But that's the way it's got to be. And I'm thinking now, the more that this training is going on, and this is a metaphor for my running journey and as a whole, I've got to think about where I am versus where I think I should be. Because if I think about where I should be, I'm going to start getting negative, I'm going to start feeling entitled, and I'm going to start making big mistakes. I could have run, 28k today, and 90% of those Ks at marathon pace. I could have done it, but I probably would have injured myself, because I think that problem I've got needs attention, and which is why the run streak of 50 days is finishing. Officially, it is finishing today. You watch me go and run a 5k tomorrow. So yeah, I think I need a break. That's what I'm learning from this. I did a parkrun yesterday, as you know, in Stratford, and I met up with Nathan Cannon, who's a really good runner. He actually finished second yesterday with a PB for him of 16:54. So the geezer's lightning fast. And he was telling me, he kind of spat his tea out. He spat his coffee out when we were chatting about mileage. When I told him I'd done 100k, 65 mile last week, he's like, I don't do that, mate. And he's going for a 2-hour 45, 2-hour 50 marathon. So volume isn't everything. Maybe I should have thought about intensity over volume, but hindsight is a wonderful thing. And maybe I can use what I've learned from this training block going on to the next training block. As I always say, the main thing for me is to stop myself getting injured. I can feel a little niggle, so that's why I'm addressing that today, and going forward as well. That was quite an easy one today when I think about the intensity of this run. Would it have been better to not run today? Maybe, but my leg actually feels better than it did this morning. So maybe that's adrenaline. Maybe that's a load of all sorts of things. I don't know. But what I do know is that I do need some good recovery. So that will be coming up. So 4 weeks today, we'll be running Manchester. I've just got to keep reminding myself that although I didn't do, a 35k long run today at marathon pace, which is where a lot of people are doing, and fair play to them, I know that 6 weeks ago, I ran the Warwick Half Marathon with an average pace of 4:45 per kilometre. So I can do it. I can run 21k, I can run 13 mile, under 8 minutes a mile. I know I can do it, and there's no way I've lost fitness since then. If anything, I've gained fitness. So I know I can do it. I just got to keep ticking over, keep things easy, and I think we'll be fine. But as for now, basically everything from the lungs up feels great. Mentally, I feel good. Aerobically, I feel good. My heart rate, I've just had a quick look at the splits and everything. That measured quite well today. I wasn't so happy with my heart rate earlier on in the week, but today went quite well. But my legs, yes, they're screaming for a rest. So I will see you in week 13. Unlucky for some. I'm looking forward to seeing what I get up to next week. One thing I've kept quiet, I am racing next Sunday. I've got a half marathon on Sunday, which is the Droitwich half marathon. So maybe I'll see one of you local folk there. It's only a small half marathon. There's only 200 or so people doing it. So it's going to be a really good training run for me, I think. So I will see you on the next episode. Take it easy wherever you are in the world. Hope training's gone well. See you soon. Ta-da.